Unfortunately, murder is not a rare occurrence even in today's society. But these weapons sure are. Here are 25 of the most bizarre ones ever used. 25. Fire extinguisher. In April 2010, former student-athlete Drew Clark hit a man who was fighting his friend with a fire extinguisher in Arnos Vale, Bristol, England. Clark took the fire extinguisher and bashed the man twice on the head, breaking his skull. The man died 3 days later in the hospital. 24. Umbrella. In 2012, a 40-year-old man was walking through Hanover, Germany, when he crossed the path of a stranger carrying an umbrella. The stranger passed by and, without warning, turned around and stabbed the man in the back with the tip of the umbrella. Apparently, the umbrella had a built-in needle which injected mercury into his body, causing him to go into a coma from which he never recovered. 23. Chair. There have been several cases of murder by chair, but probably the most outrageous is the one that happened in London in December 2013. A gang of 6 teenagers attacked Donald McNichol with a chair outside a community center after an argument over a shared computer. The victim suffered a serious head injury and died 2 weeks later. 22. Sweatpants. In April 2006, 61-year-old Jimmy Hackley from Jacksonville, Florida, strangled 29-year-old Patricia Ann McCollum with a pair of sweatpants. He was charged and found guilty of first-degree murder. 21. Pickle jar. When Daniel Kovar Basic was just 12, he was hired by 55-year-old Dwayne Hurley to walk his dog. Turns out, Hurley was a pedophile, and their relationship soon turned sexual. This went on for years until January 22, 2010, when Daniel, tired of the abuse, reportedly bashed Dwayne in the head with a pickle jar. Then, to be sure Hurley was dead, he started stabbing him with a knife. Upon hearing Kovar Basic's story of abuse, the judge sentenced him to 5 years probation. 20. Shovel. In March 2014, 42-year-old Michael Marshall used a shovel as a murder weapon in a fight with 25-year-old DeMarcus Jones in Yazoo City, Mississippi. 19. Nail gun. A gas-powered, high-speed repeating nail gun became a murder weapon which claimed the life of 27-year-old Chinese student Chen Liu in South Sydney, Australia in 2008. His body was found wrapped in a carpet and bound with electrical wires in a marsh with no other evidence at the scene. The 34 nails that caused Liu's death were found during a post-mortem examination and were located mainly in his skull. 18. Bowling ball. A 14-year-old boy used a bowling ball to kill his 5-year-old neighbor, Sita Osman, in Fort Worth, Texas. The murderer struck the little boy in the head with a 14-pound bowling ball, allegedly because the child was irritating him. Although just a teenager himself, the culprit was given 23 years behind bars. 17. Floor lamp. Bryant Willerson from Augusta, Georgia, got involved in an argument with William McLean in June 2012. The heated dispute escalated into a fight when Willerson allegedly grabbed a floor lamp and began beating McLean around his body and head. McLean died at the scene as a result of his injuries. 16. Corkscrew. A corkscrew was used as a murder weapon in Brooklyn, New York in February 2008, when 55-year-old Murat St. Hilaire was stabbed in the head. His family found him lying face up on the bedroom floor with the corkscrew still embedded. 15. Pen. In 2007, 21-year-old Jason Webster, a jealous undergraduate history student, murdered his lover, Rebecca Love, 26, in a drunken rage by stabbing her with a pen. Love's body was found by university staff 2 days later, having 93 separate injuries to her head, chest, neck, and body. 14. Guitar. In October 2011, Danny Kirk, a pastor of a Baptist church in Texas, was beaten to death with an electric guitar by 33-year-old Derek Birdow. When police arrived on the scene, they had to use a taser to subdue Birdow, who had become increasingly paranoid in the days prior to the murder. 13. Chainsaw. The chainsaw ranks among the most brutal and grisly objects used as a murder weapon. In April 2010, in Lewisville, Texas, Jose Corona used not one, but 2 chainsaws for cutting his wife into pieces, after which he dragged her headless body into the street where the mailman found her. 12. Prosthetic leg. In 2011, Deborah Hewitt, a homeless woman from Louisiana, killed her boyfriend Dwayne Ball using her own prosthetic leg. According to the police investigation, she stomped on him, then took off her prosthetic leg and, while balancing on the good one, used it to beat him to death. 11. Katana. In 2004, Michael Desiderio hacked his friend and roommate Ricardo Richardson to death with a katana in Queens, New York. The motive for the murder was allegedly a trivial argument over a pillow. 10. Death by dildo. The original Ben-Hur, Ramon Navarro, choked on his own blood due to an Art Deco dildo being shoved down his throat. 2 Chicago hustlers suffocated the star with the lead dildo, which had been given to him 45 years earlier by Rudolph Valentino. They did it for $5,000 they had heard was hidden in his home, but only managed to come out with $20. 9. Dessert spoon. When Richard Clare from Ferndales, England attempted to rob disabled Timothy McGee, McGee tried to protect himself. As a result, Clare took a dessert spoon and hit him on the back of the head with such force that it ruptured an artery, causing fatal bleeding. 8. Breasts. Donna Lange, 51, from Everett, Washington, smothered her boyfriend with her breasts after passing out on top of him. Witnesses said they heard the man pleading with her to get off of him. Lange, who was heavily, no pun intended, intoxicated, told the police she had no idea how the man died. She was charged with second double D murder, degree. 7. Microwave. As incredible and terrifying as it sounds, in 2007, China Arnold used a microwave to kill her 28-day-old daughter, Paris Talley. The baby was placed in the oven for about 2 minutes and died shortly after removal. For this outrageous crime, China Arnold was sentenced to life in prison without parole. 6. Spatula. A standard kitchen spatula also served as a murder weapon. Angeles Castillo Castro from Utah used this tool to beat her 5-year-old daughter to death. When paramedics arrived on the scene, they found the girl's body with multiple lacerations. Soon, police found the broken spatula pieces, and the case was solved. Angeles was charged with first-degree murder. 5. Xbox console. In April 2013, the body of a 20-year-old woman was found next to an Xbox 360 that was badly broken and bloodied. It was later determined that the woman's boyfriend had used the console to beat her. This gives a whole new meaning to Red Ring of Death. 4. Chessboard. Allegedly, even such things as a chessboard can serve as a murder weapon. According to a Viking legend from 14th century, 2 Norsemen, Faber and Sodin, were playing chess when the game got so heated that they started throwing the pieces at each other until Faber grabbed the ancient heavy chessboard and bashed Sodin over the head with it, killing him instantly. Check and mate. 3. Shoe. Edith Maxwell, a 21-year-old schoolteacher, was found guilty in Wise, Virginia, of killing her father with a high-heeled shoe after a heated domestic dispute in July 1935. She was sentenced to 25 years in prison. I guess the devil does wear Prada. 2. Jump rope. In 2007, 5-year-old Monique Fulgham was raped, strangled with her jump rope, and hanged from a closet door in her family's Bronx apartment. Sadly, it was her grandmother that made the grisly discovery. 1. Toilet tank lid. In 2006, an argument between Marvin Hill and his mistress Christina Eubanks erupted when Hill decided to end their affair. The argument got so heated that Hill removed the toilet lid and bashed her in the head, officially ending their affair.
Liking our lists? Be sure to subscribe by pressing the button at the top corner of your screen. And if you're still itching for more awesome lists, click on these nifty thumbnails created by yours truly, and be sure to show us some love by liking, sharing, and commenting.